When your paycheck hits your account, it's easy to feel that rush of excitement. Maybe you're thinking about grabbing dinner at your favorite spot, upgrading that gadget you've had your eye on, or just taking a moment to enjoy the feeling of financial security. But here's the thing, the way you handle your paycheck right now sets the tone for your financial future. So instead of spending impulsively or letting that money sit without a purpose, let's talk about a smarter approach, a simple framework to help you make the most of your hard-earned cash while still enjoying life. This isn't about restriction, it's about intention. Let's break it down step by step so you can build habits that set you up for long-term success. Let's get started. The first step, take a moment to breathe. When that paycheck drops, the urge to spend can be strong. Maybe it's been a tough month or there's something you've been eyeing for weeks. But before you make any decisions, pause. Log into your bank account, check your balance. Take a good look at where you stand financially. This isn't just about seeing numbers, it's about grounding yourself, getting clarity on your financial picture, and setting yourself up to make thoughtful decisions. And here's a mindset shift. Start thinking of yourself like a business. Businesses don't spend without a plan. They operate with strategy, reviewing cash flow and prioritizing goals. You can do the same. By pausing and assessing, you're setting the foundation for intentional money management. This small step can make a huge difference in how far your paycheck takes you. Next, prioritize your fixed expenses, those recurring bills you can't avoid. Think rent, utilities, insurance, or any subscriptions you rely on. These are the non-negotiables, the foundation of your monthly financial plan. Here's why this step is so important. By setting aside money for these expenses right away, you're ensuring stability. You won't be caught off guard later in the month, scrambling to make ends meet because something unexpected came up. And one way to make this process seamless? Automate it. Most banks and service providers allow you to set up automatic payments. Not only does this save you time, but it also reduces the mental load of remembering due dates. Plus, it helps you avoid those annoying late fees. If you have debt, this is the time to address it. Allocate a portion of your paycheck specifically for paying it down, starting with high-interest debt like credit cards. Here's why. High-interest debt compounds quickly, and the longer it sits, the more it costs you. Every extra dollar you put toward it now doesn't just reduce your balance, it saves you money on interest over time. Focus on the debt with the highest interest rate first. This is often called the avalanche method. It's one of the most effective ways to minimize the total amount you pay in the long run. And if the numbers feel overwhelming, don't worry, start small. Even an additional $20 or $50 above the minimum payment can make a noticeable difference over time. This step is key. Once you've covered your essentials, things like rent, utilities, and insurance, make savings your next priority. Before you spend on anything else, pay yourself first. Why? Because savings give you options. Whether it's building an emergency fund, preparing for retirement, or working toward a big goal like a dream vacation, prioritizing savings ensures you're staying ahead and protecting your future. A solid rule of thumb is to aim for 20% of your paycheck. But if that feels like a stretch, don't worry. Starting with 5% or even 10% consistently can still create meaningful progress over time. The key is to make it automatic. Set up a recurring transfer to a separate savings account as soon as your paycheck hits. This way, you're less tempted to spend it, and your goals get funded without you even thinking about it. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about consistency. The small amounts you save today can grow into something significant down the road. By prioritizing savings now, you're investing in your peace of mind and your freedom to pursue what matters most. Now let's talk about the fun stuff, discretionary spending. This is where you get to enjoy the rewards of your hard work, whether it's dining out, exploring a hobby, or treating yourself to a night out with friends. But here's the catch. It's easy for these expenses to add up quickly and derail your financial progress. That's why setting a limit for your discretionary spending is so important. It gives you the freedom to enjoy life without the guilt or stress of overspending. A great way to approach this is with the 50/30/20 rule. Here's how it works. 50% of your income goes to your needs, like rent, utilities, and groceries. 30% is allocated for wants. This is where your fun money comes in. and the final 20% goes to savings or debt repayment. By following this framework, you create balance. You're not depriving yourself of the things that make life enjoyable, but you're also not letting those expenses take over your financial priorities. And if you're working toward a big goal, like saving for a trip or a new gadget, you can adjust the percentages to make room for what matters most to you. Remember, it's not about saying no to the things you love. It's about saying yes to them with intention. That way you can enjoy today while still building for tomorrow. Next, take a moment to revisit your goals. This is your chance to check in on the bigger picture and make sure your money is working for you, not just in the short term, but over the long haul. Ask yourself, are you building your emergency fund at a steady pace? Are you on track to save for that big purchase, whether it's a new car, a home, or a dream vacation? And how are you doing with long-term goals, like investing for retirement or building wealth? Revisiting your goals every time your paycheck arrives keeps you grounded. It's a way to reconnect with your why you're saving, why you're budgeting, and why you're prioritizing your financial well-being. And if your goals have shifted, that's okay. Life changes, and your financial plan should be flexible enough to adjust with it. The key is to make sure your paycheck aligns with what's most important to you right now. By doing this regularly, you stay motivated. It's not just about the numbers. It's about creating the life you want, one paycheck at a time. Even if you've covered everything, your bills, savings, and fun money, there's one more step that often gets overlooked, leaving a small cushion in your checking account. Here's why this matters. Unexpected expenses are part of life, whether it's a surprise medical bill, a last-minute repair, or just an oversight in your budgeting. Having a buffer can make all the difference. It keeps you from dipping into your savings, or worse, relying on credit to cover the gap. Think of this cushion as a safety net. It's not part of your savings or emergency fund. It's there for those small surprises that don't quite qualify as emergencies. A good rule of thumb? Keep at least $100 to $300 in your account as a buffer, depending on your lifestyle and typical expenses. This small step not only protects your finances, but also gives you peace of mind. Knowing you have a little extra can help you navigate the unexpected without stress or second guessing. Lastly, don't forget to reward yourself responsibly. After all, you've worked hard to earn that paycheck, and a little self-care is important. But here's the key. Treating yourself doesn't have to mean blowing your budget. It could be something simple like a nice dinner out, grabbing that small purchase you've been eyeing, or even setting aside a little extra for your fun fund. Money specifically for treating yourself over the next few weeks. The idea is to find balance. You can enjoy the rewards of your hard work without throwing your finances off track. In conclusion, the way you handle your paycheck really sets the tone for your financial health. It's not about being perfect, it's about being proactive. When you have a plan, you'll feel less stressed, more in control, and more confident about where your money is going. So the next time your paycheck comes in, follow these steps. Stick to your plan and watch how it transforms your financial life, paycheck by paycheck. If you found this helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you don't miss more tips on building financial freedom. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.